You are tuned in to Kids in the Pit. Hey guys, it's Gabe
and Lucy
from the Kids in the Pit podcast. Today we're joined by Soda from the band Coventry Carols.
Coventry Carols.
Wait, what did I say?
You said Coventry
Candles.
I can't. Wait, do we edit
You
this
have
out?
your, you have your little cheat sheet, but you can keep going.
Let's keep going.
Okay. They're on tour with us with Sick of It All
and Life of Agony.
So, okay.
For those who don't know what you do in the band, Coventry Carols.
I play guitar and sing. That is my main role, aside from all the other behind-the-scenes stuff, which is a lot. But yeah, guitar and sing.
Okay. Well, how long has Coventry Carols been a band?
We've been above ground for about 14 months. It was something that's been nurtured for a couple of years, actually. We've been in bands for a long time. This is a fairly newer project for us, though, as the three of us go.
Okay.
Where did Coventry Carols start, and do you all still live there?
Long Island, New York. That is where we live. We were born in Queens, but we've since moved farther out onto Long Island, but that is where we run our operations.
Originally from Queens.
Yeah, they are. Yep.
That's cool. So for those not familiar with Coventry Carols, I can't
Just say Carols.
I know. I'm trying. With Coventry Carols.
You got it.
With
Coventry Carols.
What song should they check out?
Maybe our first single, The Well, or there's another song that people tend to navigate to off our record called Medication is Expensive. That's a song that people seem to like a lot.
Okay.
What was the first punk, hardcore, or metal show you ever attended, and how old were you?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I've been going to shows forever. I used to sneak into shows, so I was underage, and we used to actually, make photocopies of our IDs or birth certificates. It used to be easier when we were younger to, sneak into places, But the first shows, I mean, gosh, I don't know. There's been so many. I don't know. There's just been so many. One of my favorite shows, probably, this band called Seed. I was really young. It's a good memory. I just love those guys. But that was a good one. That was a good memory. Snuck into that one, too.
Cool. So, what are some of your favorite bands of all time? And what are some bands you suggest people go see live?
Okay, favorite bands of all time. It's a long list, so we're going to try to keep this a little short. But Jellyfish is my favorite band, another 90s band.
I haven't heard of them.
I love them. I mean, if you listen to a lot of punk and hardcore, it would be a real different change for you. But I listen to a lot of Canadian alternative rock, too, like The Age of Electric, Limb Lifter. This guy, Spooky Rubin, I'm actually wearing his shirt tonight. That band Seed that I mentioned. Oh, God, there's so many. But who to check out besides Coventry Carols? See You Space Cowboy is really good. We like them. What have we been listening to a lot in the car? I don't know. But, I mean, that band, they're kind of blowing up now anyway, so they don't need a name drop. But, yeah, check out Spooky Rubin. I've got a shirt on. He's real cool.
Okay, sure.
What is your favorite place that you've toured in, and the most obscure place you've toured in?
I used to do solo stuff in northern Canada. I liked to play in Toronto at some little cafes by myself. That was fun. People used to think I was like some homeless guitar player guy, and they would just give me money. So that kind of worked out really well. Obscure places. My drummer and we were in a band called Emotion Picture at one point. We were just a two-piece. It was just the two of us, and we played in Far Rockaway, which is actually part of Queens. After Hurricane Sandy, they turned some of the houses into art galleries, actually. It was really crazy. They were falling apart, but they were actually having art shows and bands play. So it was pretty neat. That was really cool.
Have a bassist?
No, it was just me and him, guitar, vocals, and a lot of noise, and a really crazy drummer.
Oh, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really neat.
So what's your favorite type of food from another country?
Food from another country. I'm a vegetarian. We've been eating a lot of plant-based snacks. I went shopping before we went on the road. From another country, I don't know. Being a vegetarian, I do eat a few things that are, I guess, animal related. I hate to say it, but pizza, regular pizza, is one of them. I can't not eat regular pizza. But I mean, does that count from another country?
Well,
Is that like,
yeah, sure.
does that count?
Yeah.
Pizza's
Sure,
kind of
it's
easy to
Italian.
live on although New York pizza's the best. So
Yeah.
Do you have any crazy or funny tour stories that are appropriate to tell some 11-year-olds?
our drummer fell out of the bed this morning and he did not know it. And he rolled over while in mid snore and stayed there, and then woke up and said, "Where the hell am I?" So that's kind of funny. I didn't get to witness that though. Our bass player was right there, and apparently it was very funny. But I slept through that one.
Wow. So, what was your favorite TV show when you were our age?
Oy, I watch a ton of cartoons, and I like a lot of old school stuff. Like if I could just watch 80s and 90s cartoons all day, I would. I liked a lot of like obscure stuff. Like I've been watching the Teen Wolf cartoon. Actually, a lot of people didn't know that was a cartoon, and that's really fun. Yeah, another like 80s thing. But we're like a bunch of nerdy idiots. Like we drive around and talk about like video games and cartoons all day long, and listen to like
Wait, what's
cheese
your
bowl
favorite
music.
video game?
What's my favorite video game? Probably one of the Mario Karts, maybe,
nice.
or one of the Legend of Zeldas, probably.
Yeah, they were cool.
Although I play the Switch now a lot, well, as much as I can. It's kind of hard to get time, but I do love the Switch. It's like my current
Yeah.
console addiction, I guess.
If you could travel to the future or the past for one day without the risk of messing anything up, what year would you travel to?
Oh, wow, these are good questions. I mean, I got to think a little bit. I'd probably go somewhere in the 80s because I would want to go to like some new wave show at that time because it was just lots of debauchery at that time. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it was a crazy time to be alive, and a lot of things happened in the 80s that don't happen anymore, so that would be real fun to spend the day in like the mid 80s maybe. Go to some crazy new wave show, rock show, I don't know.
Mine would probably be the 2000s because a lot of music hits happened, and I just want to witness those.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Music is a great thing. It's universal language, so.
Yeah, mine would probably also be like the 80s because that's when like some like really big bands started, like Metallica did back then, like Slayer, all them.
I was gonna say, since you like a lot of like harder stuff, you would have loved that because that's when a
Yeah.
lot of like those like serious like Anthrax.
Yeah, and you could see Metallica at like a small club in front of 20 people.
That is true. That is true. Do you have a favorite Metallica album?
Probably Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, I like Injustice for All, even though there's no bass on it.
Oh, there's not?
Well, that's like the joke or rumor with that album is like you can't really hear it. That I don't know. That's a whole other show.
Yeah. Well, so why do people call you Soda?
Well, it was a nickname. It's actually part of my birth name now. I got it changed into there. But it came from the movie or the book The Outsiders. I don't know if you guys know of that. S.E. Hinton wrote it. And it's a really, really great story. And the Outsiders were basically like the weird kids in their town, So when I was going to school, I went to a really small high school. So me and like my little group of friends, we were very easy to like pinpoint as like the weird, colorful kids. So it happened then, the Soda thing, and it stuck. And I just started to use it artistically. And then it is just part of my middle name now.
Cool.
So how has it been touring with Sick of It All and Life of Agony?
Probably one of the best experiences that I've had personally. I know the guys have had a really great time. I haven't toured properly in probably 7 years. The last tour that I did was not very fun. I didn't really enjoy myself. Other than that, we've been working like the tri-state area at home. But this was a great thing, we had about 6 weeks to prepare for this, so we accomplished probably like a year's worth of goals in just a short time because we had so much that we wanted to do to prep for this, like we got like a giant stage banner made that we wouldn't have had at home because we play smaller places at home.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been great.
So, if you could tell your 11-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
Be an English major and be an English teacher. I've always loved that. That was like something I minored in. And not that I don't love music and doing all this crazy stuff, but I don't know. I tend to think about that often. I'm like, man, if I just finished, majored in English and, didn't do a minor in English. But everybody says being a teacher is a real pain in the butt, so I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
So anything before we wrap it up?
No, you guys did really good. Coventry Carols, though. Can you say it? Can you say it?
Coventry Corroded Coffee Castles?
Corroded Coffee Castles. That's actually a fun name for a band. You should consider. Are you in a band yet?
Corroded,
Sometime.
You might want to
we're
write that
making-
down.
Wait, what's it?
Corroded Coffee Castles.
That's a pretty good name for a punk band.
Good.
Huh.
So,
I have a whole
that'll
bunch
be
of-
on video.
I have a
anyway, so
whole bunch
remember
of wacky names saved up, and one of them is chemical candies that me and my dad came up with.
That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
also
You could
CC.
call your album "Corroded Coffee Castles." Was that it?
We got CC and then CCC.
Yeah, lots of C's flying around. Maybe that means something. You know, the universe is weird, so who knows?
Maybe.
The 5 C's.
And I had a sneezing fit earlier, so hopefully that'll be edited out of the video.
Well,
We'll see.
Yep. Well, thanks to Soda for joining us today.
Thank
and
you.
Thanks to all of you for watching or listening. Please subscribe on YouTube and follow us on other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye.
See you
Bye,
later.
Besties.
Thanks.